excitement, creativity, and fantastic inventions. Now, get ready to meet Neil Newbon. Neil Newbon is an actor whose powerful performances have brought some of gaming's most memorable characters to life.
Let's open up the floor for questions. Okay, sure. So, hello, hi.
Hi, Neil.
There you go.
Hi, welcome to Sweden. My name is Frederick. And
Frederick.
my question for you, Neil, is...
Are you the ambassador? Welcome to Sweden. Oh, thank you. Hi, Frederick. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. You have portrayed a lot of original characters in different games. You have portrayed a lot of original characters in the games, like Astarion and then Heisenberg in Resident Evil and so on.
Yeah.
Is there any existing fictional characters that you would love to portray if you get the chance? I can think of 3 on the top of my head that look really interesting.
Are you taking 10%?
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I mean, to be honest with you, by and large, I don't tend to think of other people's work and go, oh, I would like to try that. I think the Joker is one exception. I'd love to play the Joker.
That's one of the 3 I thought of.
That's a bit too much. No. I think I could make a good Joker.
Yeah, you would.
I think
Definitely.
good ideas. I mean, for me, Astarion is as close to the Joker as I've ever got. In a way, without being the Joker. I don't mean that disparagingly against the character, because I actually think Astarion's more complicated than the Joker is. I think the Joker is less... No, I do. I think he's less... He's a very complicated character, but I think Astarion's more complicated. Because I got to play every version of Astarion. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, not off the top of my head, not really. I like complicated, interesting, different characters. Like the first character I played after Astarion was a fish in a jar. So that's kind of my bag. So, like, you know, playing a mutant fish in a jar, that's a coward. But no, nothing off the top of my head. What do you think I should be playing?
Joker was one of them, and the other 2 that I had in my head was Dracula, but that's sort of Astarion also.
And quite frankly, Dracula, that hat. Sorry, what was the other one?
And the other one I think would be very interesting, and that would be Professor Moriarty in the Sherlock Holmes universe.
I like doing roles that are quite wildly different. So I don't tend to like to repeat types of roles too often. I mean, listen, I say that, I'll take any job, you know. I still audition. I do not just go, oh, I'll take this job now. I have to audition, man, like everybody else. Which I'm very grateful for as well, because you have to get the right person for the job, yeah? Moriarty, I'm not sure what I could do with him, but that's an interesting thought. Maybe.
My name is William.
Hi, William.
I just gotta say first, I love your performance as Astarion and Heisenberg and all those characters. My question is, you've been a part of a lot of game productions and such. Do you have a favorite memory from any of the productions you've been a part of?
No, there's not one favorite memory. I have thousands of favorite memories. I'm very, very lucky that I always say to people, I've never had a bad day in the volume. And that goes for being in the booth as well. I've never had a bad day. I had challenging days. I've had days when I physically burnt out. I also had a few days where I got some pretty heavy injuries. I actually... Can we swear? Can I use...
Oh, you can... This is not televised.
I didn't know the sensibilities of Sweden, darling. Only half the people leave. Oh my God, he said, fuck, I'm out. Sorry. I really fucked my knee up from a high fall in Horizon Zero Dawn when I went through the mat and was doing a somersault twist off 4 meter drop, and my knee went through the mats onto concrete. So that was it, and then I had to start work, because that was the first thing up of the day, and then myself and a lovely actor, we were doing the fight sequences for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I had to, that was like the beginning of the day. I cracked my knee, didn't tell anybody. I just took a shit ton of ibuprofen. Phoned up a GP friend of mine. What is the maximum a human being can actually take of ibuprofen? Not legally, but what is the actual maximum? So he gave it to me off the record. I won't name him because he's GP. I did that and then just carried on, man. So that was an interesting day. But I've been lucky. I don't have a bad day. In the same way that I have so many wonderful opportunities to work with great directors. Larian have been a dream for 4 years. Amazing actors like 258 in Baldur's Gate, but also hundreds beyond that. I've got a mocap family of people all over the world. There's too many memories, man. So it's not just one. It's a lifetime of memories I've made. What's your name? What's your name?
Pauline.
Hi, Pauline.
And I just wondered, you said that you had like explored all the different versions of Astarion, like because you've done all the lines, obviously. But I wondered if there was a story or ending for Astarion that you think is the better.
No, I mean, it wasn't just lines. I did full performance for Astarion, so it's performance capture and voice. So I've physically done every possible way you can portray him, from the Ascended version, which I always think is operatic, to the Spawn version, which is more theatrical. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference I had to find for myself. But Stephen Rooney, the creator and main writer, as well as the other supporting writers that went towards writing Astarion, did such an incredible job. We covered pretty much everything that is possible within the confines of the story. I don't have a preference because I cannot have judgment with my characters. If an actor judges what is the best, right way, especially in branching narrative, what happens is that judgment will start making your choices for you, as opposed to you being a craftsperson honouring whatever they need to do and whatever they choose to do in that moment. You can't judge them. So an interesting example of that, Kevin Bacon played a very uncomfortable role. I think many of us, I particularly found it uncomfortable. He played a paedophile in The Woodsman, and it is a very difficult film. It's not crazy explicit or exploitative or anything like that. It's very difficult, because he's such a great actor, and he plays this character, and it's sympathetic, kind of, not really, but kind of, that you start going with the character until the film reminds you what he is. And it is mind-blowing. However, I have very strong feelings about, paedophiles, obviously. No, seriously, I hope everybody does. It's not okay, But if you're an actor playing a very difficult role like that, you cannot judge that character, you just have to play the character. The audience judges the character and the story, okay? That is an extreme example, but if you play Hitler, same thing. If you play Idi Amin, same thing. If you play Trump, same thing. I would play Trump. I have very deep feelings about Trump. But if I would play Trump, I hope I would be a craftsperson first and really try to understand him as a human being, horrible though he is. But I would play him without Neil's opinion of Donald Trump. I would play him, shouldn't even saying his name, you say it 3 times he appears. Hello, Sweden. I love your cheese, great cheese. I put on hamburgers. Let me tell you something. This guy, great actor, plays all my favorites. Murderers, sinners, great guy. Yeah, so anyway, you know what I mean? It's like, so an actor cannot judge. Wow, I've woken up and taken on some very strange. So what I'm saying is all these difficult, reprehensible, evil characters, actors cannot play them as such. You've got to honour the story no matter what. Then, if you watch it back, you can have a judgment on the character, obviously, So it's your opinion about your story that matters, how you choose to end Astarion, Gale, Karlak, all these other different characters' journeys. That's what's valid in that playthrough, is your choice. That's the point. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
First of all, thank you for your work. It's amazing to watch
thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure and a joy.
Thank you.
My question for you.
Yeah.
I'm a big Heisenberg fan, so thank you for that.
Excellent taste, kid. Oh, not Heisenberg party here, all right.
If Heisenberg gave the same choice to Astarion, would Astarion say yes?
What? Okay, I don't know, dude. What do you think? I think for shits and giggles, probably. I think so. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That is a crazy question. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I probably won't think about that. What do you think I think is more important?
I think he probably would, but like, of course. I will have...
Welcome to the village, I suppose. Cool, thank you. Thanks a lot. straight up.
My name is Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
I was wondering, if you don't mind, of course,
Yes.
if you could replicate your favorite Astarion voice line.
Don't have a favourite, but I'll take a group consensus as what they want to hear. 15,000 lines of dialogue, baby, is a lot. Huh?
The lawns! It's on lawns!
I was right there! I've got so many favourites,
I'm
but
gonna
too many.
fucking kill you.
15, what was that?
I'll fucking
of course, I'm fun, I'm gonna fucking kill you. There's so many. Every time I got we used to get a list of like 1,000 lines, which would be like our week sessions, and it was a joy to. Apparently Deborah doesn't do this, which I think is hysterical. I used to read through all my lines with due diligence. Apparently Deb did, and she's done it. It was amazing, because she's very talented. And it was just brilliant, because I just saw this possibility in the lines. So I don't have a favourite, I've got loads of favourites.
Please, can you say the sun part?
The sun part? Can you elaborate? You mean, somewhere between a nice summer's day and the full concentrated power of the sun! That one, right? I'm not a performing monkey.
My boyfriend has romanced Astarion in every single one of his multiple
I see. Bi panic is a thing this year now.
Yeah, he's in love. Did you expect Astarion to be so popular?
No, I didn't. When we were recording it, I think we all, I mean, Pit Stop Productions where we did all the directing, and because I was a director on it for a short while as well. And that's where we recorded the bulk of the performance capture. We also did it at Larian's own mocap studios for motion capture stuff. We knew the game was great. I'm a huge fan of Larian. Before I came on BG3, I loved DOS 2 and DOS 1. Yeah, man, it was good. And I think we all knew that the endeavor we were working towards 300 odd actors, 500 developers, like just growing, like all this work happening over 4.5 years for our side, let alone the 8-year cycle they were on. We knew it was going to be a great game. I don't think any of us, including Sven, were not prepared for how big this game was going to be. Sven did not put enough IT people on standby on launch. No, I'm not kidding. Like, he's even gone public. He said that publicly. He did not embrace the IT department enough. It was completely overwhelming for everybody. Because, you know, we thought it would be great, but the thing is, you're never entirely sure if, you know, people are going to get your work. I wasn't sure if people were going to get the ideas we had for Astarion, or definitely my take on Astarion, because it's easy to dismiss him if you don't really play much with him. He's just a hedonistic vampire, do you know what I mean? So the layers and all the complexity and all the different things you find out about him and the way he is and the jokes and all that kind of stuff, wasn't sure if people were going to get it. Kind of thought people might just get tired of it, you know? So no, not at all. I was very pleasantly surprised, thrilled about how people have liked the character. And all the characters, not just mine. I'm just one actor and one character in the whole game, you know? There's hundreds of people. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Alvar.
Hey, Albert.
Can I swear on this?
I give you permission to go one time. Yeah, you swear.
I'm about to shit my pants because I'm so nervous.
That's cool. Thanks, man. Nice to meet you.
But I was just wondering if you know Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
I am aware of these songs writers, yes.
You know they have a beef, right?
I've heard that the beef was won by Drake or something. No? Listen, I'm fucking old, man. No, I'm aware they have a beef. I'm aware of kind of who they are. I don't listen to their music, but I'm aware of the beef. Yeah. How did the beef start? And is it seasoned?
I don't think Kendrick won because he's a better artist, I guess.
Yeah. I'm very curious to see where this question goes. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This is exciting. What's going on?
I think you would be great as a singer.
You think I'll be good as a singer?
Yeah, your voice is good.
So we're going from the beef that Drake has with such and such to turning it into a compliment. You are a politician, my friend. This may actually be the next future Prime Minister of Sweden. You are very advanced. Very good. Is that what you wanted to say?
Can I give the crowd a little taste?
Yes, please.
Of Kendrick's song.
Yeah.
They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. Yeah.
Thank you.
You've done it in the musical world.
Just blown away by the kid's confidence, man. Seriously, that's your new ruler, man. You're just like, that kid is smart. Have I done any music? No, I was in a play called They Shoot Horses, Don't They? Which has music in it, but it's a theatrical play. It's a 1920s dance hall. It's one of these dance marathon things I used to do for publicity and stuff during the Great Depression. So, am I a singer? I love karaoke. That's a public knowledge thing. I don't talk about my private life very often. That is one thing I've allowed out.
It's going to turn up on your Wikipedia page that you love.
Yeah. I'm not telling you which of my go-to songs, but I love massive karaoke. Yeah, you know them. Yeah, so I don't do musicals though, because it's like, I don't know, there's something about weird for me about like having the internal monologue externally through the majesty of song.
Yeah.
It makes me feel a bit strange. Yeah. I like the idea of a character breaking into song and scene, sure, but just go to sort of do an aside and go into a number and then come back as if nothing's happened is just like a fever dream to me. So, yeah.
So hopefully the next Joker portrayal will not be a musical.
But I would definitely make him dance, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
My name is Angelo.
Angelo, we met earlier.
Yes,
tu italiano, no?
Sì.
Piacere.
I'll do it in English, obviously.
Sure, so in English.
I've been playing the game many times, maybe I want to admit.
I might say obsessed.
So, I always play with my partner, and there's always something really missing for me in these playthroughs. And I'm not really allowed to ever have you as the partner. Ever. So she's in the audience, so I thought, wait.
Where is the bitch?
Yes. So, it's not a question, it's more of a request.
Okay.
Can you please tell her to let me have you?
Where is this person?
She's right up there.
Hi, where
Her
are
name
you?
is Mala.
Are you the one that's kneeling down? Oh, there you are. Hello. Why so greedy? Can't you share, darling? Yeah. Just a little soup song with a star. No? Just a little, no? Fine. Let him have his way. Thank you.
Merci.
Nice to meet you. Hi. Hello.
My name is Inu.
Hey, you know.
Obviously, you spend a lot of time on Baldur's Gate and a lot more time with the actors compared to other projects.
Yeah.
Did you say that you have a better connection with them?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've got friends from almost every kind of big job that I've done. Like this, I still see Nicole Tompkins, Maggie from Resident Evil, Jeff Shine as well is a good mate of mine. We have lots of, the thing about being an actor is you have a transient, nomadic existence. And you have to become fast friends with people on set because you have to build up trust, rapport, that energy thing. You're not always going to come away with like super close friends. It's too many people. But if you're lucky, you come away with a couple of people that you just really connect with, which is great. I'm lucky that I've got a lot of people that I've connected with, I've stayed in touch with. The Baldur's Gate cast is particularly special, I think, because we spent such a long time together. And because of the aftermath and the fact that we're privileged enough to come to places like Sweden or other places around the world to do conventions or even do now D&D one-shots, because Wizards obviously now have the IP and we're working with Wizards doing these things, which is amazing. We have a very special bond. There's a lot of us. It's not just 2 or 3 of us. There's like 11 in the main cast, hundreds in the main supporting cast. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's huge. And I was lucky enough that I was in so often over the 4 years from the very beginning that I got to meet almost everybody in the cast. I think there's maybe only 2 or 3 people of the entire cast that I haven't met, which was wonderful and again a privilege. We do have a special bond. This is particularly special, and it's still kind of going on in a way. So that's sort of it's bringing us very close. Yeah. It's good. I went on a road trip with my sisters, Dev, Aliona, and also Jennifer, English. And Theo is also, I've seen Theo quite a lot, I see Team Downey quite a lot, Sam Bayard as well. We've all it's just a good time. We're very lucky.
Yeah, thank you.
My name is Tia.
Hey Tia.
I was wondering, since you've portrayed so many characters over the years, if you could choose one physical trait or feature from Astarion, Kamsky, and Heisenberg.
Sorry, I missed that middle part. What did you say?
Physical, their
feet.
skills or anything from their appearance to their powers. If you could choose one each for Kamsky, Heisenberg, and Astarion, what would they be and why?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know. It sounds really boring, but you can't. I don't really think in those terms. Do you know what I mean? Because I have to separate myself from them. I have similarities to some things, like I guess with Astarion, I have a lot of flow. I'm coming from a dance, martial arts background. I have natural flow. I've got femininity. There's similarities, but I don't want to take things from them. They stay with me. I now have Astarion's giggle. I know, it's fucking... It's very silly. So I picked up things, the ape Bryn, when I get really fucking angry, which is very rare, but I get super angry usually with myself. I grunt and bark like an ape. No, it's really bad, it's so stupid. So it's like things like you get things via osmosis, but you have to disassociate. You have to try and get rid of. Astarion's the only one that's still really with me because I'm playing him still in the one shots and conventions and things. I still play him. But Heisenberg now, there's nothing from Heisenberg I would say. And it's also nice because they're like old friends that you get to think fondly of. But I wouldn't want to take stuff from them. Sorry. I got mad.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for the break.
I'm going to say that this will be actually the last question. We were a bit late off in the start, but as I said, we will be here tomorrow too. So sorry for the massive line, but I know. Well,
why don't you come and see me at the table and ask me the question there? Yeah? You just won't have an audience. But if you're okay with that, come and ask me at the table.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, this is all the time we got. So last question. Hello, Spidey.
Hello, my name is Kit.
Hi, Kit.
First of all, I just want to say we're not just here for Astarion. You seem like an incredible person. I was going to ask if there was a moment in production with Astarion where you felt like you really fell in love with him as a character, or like...
Yeah, there was
like
actually.
That?
Yeah, there was.
Was it like a specific moment?
Huh?
Was it a specific moment?
It was a specific day, I think. It was about 3 weeks into it, when I finally sort of really unraveled who he was, for me. And then I realised the possibilities of him. It was a day when, because up until that point, we kept him very closed and quite locked in. So if you play the game, if you notice when you first meet him, you can take those beasts. His voice is a low register slightly. He's very closed in. His physicality, the physicality I chose was much more closed in. And at some point I went, there's an opportunity here. He's got to know the character. So now we can make him a little bit bigger. And I started pushing boundaries with the director and Stephen Rooney was the one that actually fought my case because he really liked what I was doing. Darling, for instance, apparently was not supposed to be a thing. But when he heard me say my first darling, he went, oh, I like that, and started writing that. So actually, Stephen, I didn't work with Stephen to make the character in terms of the dialogue, but my work on his words helped him shape Astarion further, which meant I got to play more and backwards and forwards. And Stephen and I talked about this together and publicly as well. So I started pushing boundaries of where I wanted to go with him, using more craft, more techniques. And as the story started fleshing out, I started coming up with more habits. So for dismissing, that's a deflection because actually he's quite hurt. For instance, or like looking down his nose. The bass pose is unique to his character. No other character has that bass pose. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like he stands like this. Because he's looking down his nose at everybody in the audience. transform the world or whatever. Yeah? He's opened up his arms, because he's harmless, except his claws are out here, darling. And we also worked on another one which is down here, for when he's when he's revealed his vampiric nature, when he's fighting, when he's aggressive. So all these things sort of came about organically. It's very cool. I've gone way off your question, I think. But it was an interesting conversation.
Is that why he sleeps so weirdly? He sleeps like with his arms like...
Yeah, but he sleeps like this, but he's also meditating. He's an elf. He used to be an elf, right? So he meditates, doesn't sleep. Fucking nerd! Sorry. I think you're fine. Elves don't sleep, they meditate. I think you're fine. Excuse me, they don't sleep, sorry. Fucking nerd!
Thank you.
We're among nerds. Well,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And as I said, we will have another session. As you said, if you have the possibility to ask Neil a question outside of this room, well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the con, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you.